Well, congratulations. You have made it through the bear market. We are now in what I think is going to be the biggest bull run in the history of cryptocurrency. I'm going to break down a couple of key things as to why exactly I feel that way. And more importantly, where is the price of Bitcoin going to go? We'll take a look at all those ETFs as well as the charts and everything else in this video. So if that's something you like the sound of, you want to stay up to date with what's going on in this bull market, there's only one channel you need to be subscribed to, and that is this one, the 2Bit Crypto channel. Hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get into it. So let's start with probably the biggest catalyst we've had this week when it comes to Bitcoin. If you were following my live stream or you watched my videos earlier in the week, I told you this week was going to be crazy, and it absolutely has delivered. Not only in a price increase, but the news we're hearing as well. So the SEC, with all of the stuff going on with Ripple, approves CBOE and the New York Stock Exchange options for trading on spot Bitcoin ETFs. This is a big deal. Now, we don't really have too much in the ways of dates and when trading happens and all the rest of it, but this is a big deal. You can see here, New York Stock Exchange, CBOE win SEC approval for Bitcoin ETF options. Decision follows the NASDAQ recently also getting permission for options on spot Bitcoin ETFs in the US. Big money is here, and it's hard to not believe that, and it's hard to really, when you look at ETF flows this week, it's been crazy, and this, some might say, is the reason why. But it says here, the US Securities and Exchange Commission approved stock exchange rule changes that permit the listing of options tied to spot Bitcoin ETFs, broadening the investment ecosystem around products that received billions of dollars of inflows this year. According to two memos from the SEC published Friday afternoon, the New York Stock Exchange will be allowed to list and trade options on the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, the Grayscale Bitcoin Mini Trust, and the Bitwise Bitcoin ETF. CBOE Global Markets have also approved the list of trade options on Fidelity, as well as Origin Bitcoin and ARC21. And that's why we've seen such massive inflows into these products. These will obviously allow a further group of institutional investors to obviously just hedge their bets against the price of Bitcoin, whether it goes up, whether it goes down, opening another market. And what is going to be crazy here is the volatility that's attached to Bitcoin. Well, some people are going to like it in a more structured manner. We're going to have to keep very close to it, but what does it allow them to do? And this is the really important bit that you need to understand. Options are derivatives that allow the purchase or sale of an underlying asset. In this case, it will be Bitcoin ETFs at a predetermined price on or before an agreed upon date. Many market participants believe that options trading on Bitcoin ETFs will increase institutional interest in crypto and increase overall liquidity. And this has to be bullish. This is a big news story, and I think kind of going under the radar right now, so you definitely need to share this video and smash that like button. But once again, this means that we are going to see billions of dollars flowing into the ETF market as well as the options market as well. It is going to be wild. When you look at what's going on, iShares buying a further 4,600 Bitcoin today, taking their total to just under 16,000 Bitcoin put into the iShares Bitcoin Trust, as well as Grayscale, nearly 1,000 Bitcoin put into that trust, 4,000 in ARC21, 1,000 into the ProShares. So all of these stacking their bags. Next week is going to be wild. If you look at exactly what's going on, we'll try and get the dates for you as to exactly when these are going to go public. Well, allow institutions to invest in them. But this is a big deal. It's a big moment. Once again, further adoption of cryptocurrency. See here, the cumulative total flows is actually starting to increase. We're seeing as much of an increase right now as we did in the first few months of these ETFs trading. The Bitcoin ETFs are wild. They're outpacing gold. They're outpacing every other ETF out there, and it's absolutely driving the price of Bitcoin. This is obviously very good news indeed. And we do have to understand exactly where we sit within this cycle. And the point I made right at the start of this video, which is we are absolutely destined, I believe, for one of the biggest bull markets in the history of cryptocurrency. Generally speaking, as we move into the post-halving days and ultimately what it looks like for the next ones, we start to see a move. History tells us about 400 days post-halving, we start to see the Bitcoin rally. We start to see that price move, and we start to see what we think is an exponential move to a significantly higher price point. All of that is aligning perfectly to what we thought. Equally, in our charts that we have on the channel, you can see the same being said on there. So everything feels like it's lining up, especially when you look at this. The break above this channel with really solid volume. We've done the retest and bounce, which again is a good important point. We're massively over this break line that we were talking about months ago, and $68,268 is the current price of Bitcoin. Now, many of you will notice that altcoins are just a little bit behind mind. We'll stay close to what that looks like, but expect some further inflows. Expect Bitcoin in the short term to continue its move. I think this weekend is going to be wild, and I think early next week we are going to be in for something crazy. I absolutely believe we're going to see 70,000. I believe we're going to even retest some of those all-time highs next week, given the institutional tsunami that's coming with this money. Understand, $2 billion afloat on 4 ETFs this week. What does that look like when the whole market's going? And bearing in mind, we are still waiting for retail to come in. The point here, the more institutional adoption that comes in, the more abilities that people have to buy, ultimately the FOMO will kick in. Retail's want to get there, and we are going to see a monumental move in the price of Bitcoin, all of which is aligned to a 6-year low for the amount of Bitcoin available on cryptocurrency exchanges. So strap in, it's about to get crazy. RSI's just flipped incredibly bullish as well. Even if you look at it on the macro side of things, on the monthly, which we are looking in a bit more detail, we want to see a confirmation on the monthly, but look at this cup and handle pattern, the consolidation, and now what we believe the breakout to the upside. And we've been talking about the monthly one for, again, the most longest time, that pattern, and then the break. And we can see that in history is exactly how that's all played out as well. So again, it is super bullish time. The super cycle that we've never seen before, in my opinion, is here. You're gonna have to strap in. Hopefully you packed your bags over the course of the bear market. You've not been shaking out your positions, and now it's time to see exactly how high this market is going to go. Let me know in the comments down below what's your price prediction for this bull market. Let me know, as always. I really appreciate the comments down there. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and absolutely check out some of the links in the description. Hugely helps out the channel. But as always, just thank you for watching the video, and we'll see you very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.